On this episode of the Papa Sam Radio Show, Papa Sam unleashes a grand land of the FBI.
FBI, the most crooked people in the world right now is in the FBI. Look how the FBI has done it. They covered up for Hillary. They put the fix in for Hillary. The FBI done it.
Later on in the show, Papa Sam shows his appreciation for the 45th President, Donald Trump.
All right for Trump. He's making them mad. He's doing what he says he's going to do. A man does what he tells you he's going to do before you vote for him. And he gets out there and does it. What can you say about it? Go Trump, go.
However, Papa Sam does not want to be affiliated with the Democrat Party, nor the Republican Party. So what is Papa Sam? Find out.
I don't know what I am. I am a Republican. You stick your thing in my eye, I'm going to stick my thing in both of yours.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the Papa Sam Radio Show, coming from me live in the house on Grandpa's couch. And today, everyone, we are going to talk about Kyle Busch. And Papa, you had little words to say about Kyle Busch.
I don't like it. How about something that all in one thing? I don't. This was Bush's fourth win season. All right. Anyway, I like his brother. All right. I just don't like Kyle. He pouts so much. He's like a little baby. If you don't win, he grows and cries. And everybody else's fault. That kind of guy, you know.
Who you talking about? Alright, your next question for the day is, what are your thoughts on Donald J. Trump and his administration?
All right for Trump. He's making them mad. He's doing what he said he's going to do. A man does what he tells you he's going to do before you vote for him. And he gets out there and does it. What can you say about him?
He's a man.
Go Trump, go.
So Papa,
Drain the swamp. Cut some of them alligators' heads off.
So Papa, as you can tell, is a true Trump supporter. He wasn't in the beginning of time, but but now he's a Trump supporter. Your next question for the day is, it's been a while for this man named O.J. Simpson, who was on trial a long time ago, and he is free. He will be free in October. What are your thoughts on this, Pop?
He'll be, in less than 1 year's time after he gets out, he'll be broken his parole.
So he's gonna already do some criminal harm.
Oh, well, dude. But he can't stand it. It's in his blood. He can't handle it.
Your next question for the day is, what are your thoughts on the Democrat Party?
They don't have no party right now. But that Nancy Pelosi's the head of, and they got that, what's that woman they got up there?
Loretta Lynch.
Not Loretta Lynch. That guy, one that gets him.
That impeach Trump. He's not fit.
She ain't fitting. She can't even talk.
She can't talk.
No, she can't even. She can't even use the American language. She disgraces that.
Man. Your next question for the day is, Papa, what are your thoughts on the college kids protesting? What would you have done if someone was if that was your?
If that was my kid and he was in college, I'd go up there and get him. If he didn't want to come, I would take off all his money. I'd cut everything off. I wouldn't give him another dollar. If he didn't want to come, the car he drove up there would be mine. I'd have somebody drive it back. He wouldn't have nothing.
Your next question for the day is, Papa, what are your thoughts on the director for it used to be Sean Spicer, now some other guy named, I don't even know how to pronounce his name. Hey, Arthur Bridgen, in 2017, the man you're having a hard time trying to pronounce is Anthony Scaramucci. Come on now. You are the editor, the producer, and he was released this past month. And Papa, what are your thoughts on that? new guy who requests
If you
sponsorship.
can't vote the mail, get rid of him.
They said they talked about. I didn't know his background very well.
I
So
think Trump is like this. If you can't perform, go. Jeff Sessions will go sooner or later. Because
what?
he can't perform.
Now you may describe how Jeff Sessions is doing, Papa.
Only thing I've seen Jeff Sessions do since he's been in there is be tough on illegal immigrants and that 13 gang. If they want to break that 13 gang up, they kill people and do everything they can and lawless and everything. If you put them in jail, you got to feed them. If you kill them, you put them in the graveyard.
Well, that's one way to have a song. Your next question for the day is, Papa, what are your thoughts? And I'm trying to think, let me think of one that happened this past day. Well, what are your thoughts on the chips that have been put in your hand as of late?
The Bible speaks of that. It's started to happen. There'll come to a time and place, if you ain't got that chip in your hand, you won't be able to buy no groceries. So what are you going to do? Put the chip in your hand or starve to death? You're too lazy to get out there and provide for yourself.
Papa knows how to go hunting and fish.
If you do right, and do what you do, belong to God, He'll take care of it. He'll give you enough sense. I mean, if you got the seed to plant them and grow you something to eat, and you don't plant them, that's your fault. You expect God to plant them and harvest them and bring them to the table for you?
Yeah.
All right.
Your next question for the day is, Papa, what are your thoughts on the FBI?
FBI, the most crooked people in the world right now is in the FBI and Homeland Security. Look how the FBI has done. They covered up for Hillary. They put the fix in for Hillary. The FBI done it. I don't see enough evidence yet to prosecute him. That's what that day he said that, he should have been fired that day.
I agree, Pop.
If I would have been Trump when I got in there, I'd have fired him the first day.
Alright, since November 9th of 2016.
And then, let me finish that. Well, then when he got in there and started leaking so he'd get a special counsel on Trump and them, that was wrong. He should have been a subpoena put up for him, and he should have been on trial for that. And the law ain't for people in Washington, it's for us. If we break the law, we're going to have to pay for it. Them up there, they don't have to do nothing. They don't have to worry about that. They'll get by with anything they do. Two people, it's one people representing the Democrat Party stick together like super glue. They ain't going to be, nothing's going to happen to them. But you let a Republican get in trouble, see if they don't carry his tail to the jailhouse.
Well, Papa's a hypocrisy. Is it not?
It's wrong.
I know it is.
And we are so weak. It's so pitiful. We'll go along with anything to get along. I don't know what I am. I ain't a Republican. You stick your finger in my eye, I'm going to stick my finger in both of yours.
Your next question for the day is, Pop, what are your thoughts on the Russian talks about the Russians interfering in Trump's...
Did you see Trump's speech the other night in West Virginia?
No, sir.
He asked them people in West Virginia, did y'all see any Russians at the voting box? Is there any Russians in this room? Is there any Russians change our election? Then man one vote for them. I mean, how? Ain't no way they could change nobody's vote. Russian collusion. She lost, but she gonna run again.
You know she is, Pop. Your next question for
And I want to see who the Democrat Party supports instead of her.
Right.
But it's this collusion. Now you want to get a collusion. How about old, what's the name? David Watchman Schultz, where they burnt old Bernie Sanders a new tail, boy. They burned him up, didn't they?
I didn't watch it, so he could...
Old Bernie Sanders, they had all this stuff going on, picked his bones clean, and then that stupid rascal got up there, and after he lost out, he got up there and supported Hillary. And Hillary had him done clubbed the whole time. Uncle Walter had a perfect name for him. He said, dumb cluck. And what the cluck means, I don't know. But you are dummy beyond dummy.
I don't know.
And that's Bernie Sanders. He wants to go up there and give everybody something in the world and let you pay for it, but he don't want to pay for it. His wife embezzled that money and everything, got to college and did, and got her about $250,000 or $500,000, or I don't know how much money she got. They're trying to bring that up now. And old Bernie, he's a big crook, that's all he is. He's worth millions and millions of dollars. He wants to spend everybody else's money but he is.
That's how it works, Pop. He told me that a long time ago. It works, they spend your money, not you. They spend our money, but not their money.
That's the way it is. That's what's going to happen.
Your next question for the day is, Pop. The West Virginia governor has become...
They did on national television. I can't help you no more as a Democrat. I'm going to go Republican. I like that. This morning they were telling on TV, the people in West Virginia, Ohio, different states, how many people had changed, up in the hundreds of thousands have changed from Democrat to Republican. And the reason they're standing behind Donald Trump so much, they are tired of status quo. They're tired of the Nancy Pelosi's, Chuck Schumer's, Barack Obama's. I wish I could think of that woman's name that's always called for his impeachment.
I have never known who you talking about.
She was on TV this morning.
Well, let's talk about, since Papa wanted me, he wanted to make a documentary of his life. And Papa, how was it like being a kid in the southern parts of the United States?
Well, when I come along, it was tough. The days, these youngsters come along this day down back May. When I come along, it's tough. Y'all have games to play with, everything in the world for entertainment. I come along, we didn't have a TV. We'd all be sitting around the radio, sitting in a little spot. You cheer that, cheer that, cheer that. We listen to Roy Rogers on the radio. When you heard over radio, you heard him force his feet. We like a bunch of young sitting around a bunch of them.
Your next question.
Let's do a radio show one day out Florida up in North Carolina.
All right, starting somewhere around September, Grandpa's gonna come out with we're gonna come out with a series called Live in the Southern Parts. Your host, none other than Papa Sam. Your next question for the day is, Papa, before we move on, is how long has it been? You usually do a show about 15, 17 minutes. So your next question for the day is, Papa, what are your thoughts?
What are your thoughts on what?
Will we have a cooking show next on the radio show?
We'll do a cooking show. What we gonna cook? You name it. Gotta get us another brisket.
Well, you gonna cook?
We've already done a brisket show, ain't we?
How about next time if you catch some fish, you'll do a fish head stew.
I just done one yesterday.
But they didn't see how you do a fish.
I thought your mama wanted some. I thought she would, but she evidently she didn't.
She wants some. Before we close it up on the radio show, will Papa Sam run for president for 2020?
Well, I couldn't handle what that Trump didn't handle. Man, get in my face, I had to get him out. I don't know the one way, the redneck way. You know what the redneck way is, don't you?
I know.
Knock him out.
Well, that's it for the Papa Sam radio show. Papa, you may give our closing statements for the day.
Give our closing statement for the day. God first, family second, and do the right thing. Everything will be all right. Pray for us.